with the Institute of Spirit, and I am here with a mediumship pick a card reading for a message from someone that you are thinking of on the other side of life. And I specialize in mediumship and relationship readings, so this is something that is incredibly fun for me to do and incredibly healing for me to do. And if you would like a message today, this is pile number 1 with the quartz. I can't remember what quartz it is, but it is an imperfect quartz with a lot of impurities. It's not a completely clear quartz, but that's why I love it. And it's associated with the lovers here. The second pile is the King of Pentacles with the golden nugget here. If this calls to you, this is your reading. And the third reading is the Sun, and this is also a cut quartz. Again, unsure of what it is. I bought these so many years ago, and I just started to pull everything out again and dust them off. This is associated with love, unconditional love. That I do remember. But I find these intriguing and beautiful at the same time. So take a moment, choose your card, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, pile number 1. If you have chosen the lovers and the imperfect quartz, then this reading is from your person on the other side that you have in mind for a spiritual message. Think about that person now and what message you would like. I'm calling in the most general message for you that I can communicate. I know there's a lot of people on the other side as well as on my channel here who want to hear from their person. So I want the most general message for my pile 1. What does your person want to say to you from the other side? What message do they have for you? Ooh. We've got the moon, so they could be a Pisces. They could also be a Cancer. Then we have the peace and harmony, the temperance card in reverse. And something fell on the floor. That always happens to me. Cannot find it. So that is very interesting. Somewhere back here, I'm sure. What that means in this sense, I feel, is that they have lost something. Maybe that there's something of value of theirs that they have lost that you may be able to find, or you will be finding a lost item of theirs in their home, or you have a lost item of theirs in your home. This could also be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius person. I also have earth signs here for Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus. I'm feeling like this person had troubles showing their emotion towards you. They were a fatherly figure, and they were a matter-of-fact person who told you like it was, not how you wanted to see it. So that's how they viewed themselves too, is that they were, you know, a no bullshit kind of person, and they didn't want to give you lies. So this person was honest, even though sometimes they may have been brutally honest. And what they want to tell you right now was that they it was kind of a challenge in your relationship, and it didn't leave room for you both to see eye to eye. They're making me feel like there was a lot of misunderstandings, especially with the moon card here, is that they would tell you the truth, but it seemed like you both were speaking two different languages and it just wasn't translating. Yeah, they had different values, they spoke differently, and that's something that you may or may not have connected with very, very well. I have no more earthly worries. Yes, this person has passed. If you had any question about this person's attachment to Earth, I am here to tell you that they have indeed passed on. And they have no earthly attachments any longer. So I feel like you're probably not going to sense their energy as much as you may have in the past if they were here. Lingering a little bit in the 3D. I feel like they have transitioned 100% and they are here as a guide to you now, and they are helping you grow and transition and move to the next period of your life, the next cycle of your life. And they say that you should not worry about one thing that you have been worrying about. Perhaps you have been worrying about finances. There is no such thing as death. And yes, they are also telling you that there is life after death, and it is real. That many people have crossed over. There are many souls in this area, not just a few. And that this whole religious ideal of separation is incorrect. That's what they're telling me, and they're never separate from you. Even though they have transitioned 100%, they are never far away from you. They're just in a completely different dimension of reality. Their brain is, their mind, I should say, their mind is still attached to their energy, and they are very conscious of what is going on in your life and how their energy is helping you move forward. They're also, there's someone here who is in life, who is in the body, and they're showing me that this person is very ill. This could be you, this could be another family member. They want you to know that they will comfort them. They want you to also comfort them in the here and now in the 3 dimension. And let them know that you heard from Papa, is what I heard, or the father energy, or their husband, that they have transitioned peacefully and that they will welcome them when they are ready. And that life does go on. Life indeed goes on. And your person on the other side who is struggling with this may have fears about transitioning, and there is nothing to fear. There is absolutely nothing to fear. And they will be welcomed with open arms. Another card fell on the floor. One moment. You can see my face. Tears cleanse the soul. So there's some grieving that may have been delayed, I feel, with this connection, and that someone may have thrown themselves into their work to avoid the grief, or they still have not grieved fully. And they're asking you to release, feel the grief that might be still within, because they don't want you to be sad for them any longer. They don't want you to prolong any agony or hurt that is unnecessary. One more message from this deck here. I always give you a good night kiss. This is so sweet. Oh my God. So maybe at night when you are falling asleep, you think of this person and they're letting you know they are present with you at that moment, and that's why you're thinking of them, and that they make sure that they tuck you in at night. Maybe this father felt very connected with you when they were tucking you in as a child, Maybe they are a husband that felt very loving towards you right before going to sleep, and they want you to know you are not alone and that they will always be there to kiss you goodnight. It is so sweet. I love that message. 100%. It's just so affectionate and loving, and I feel like that's maybe what you're grieving here, is the affection, the touch, and wanting them by your side. Oh my goodness, I keep dropping these on the floor. Bear with me, guys. All right, my loves. So they have peace and they want you to have peace. Yes, their essence still moves throughout the dimensions here, and you can feel them if you tune in, especially at night. Yes, awakening. So they see really good things for you coming in the near future, and they want you to know that you'll get this sense of freedom and joy that you've never felt before. And they want you to also go out in nature to connect with your soul, to connect with, you know, the other side. I feel that I'm talking to a person who is sensitive to this energy and knows in some fashion, whether it's through touch, a knowing, clairaudience or clairvoyance, that they have an energy or a presence, an essence around them that is not their own. And they have mediumship gifts here that they are not 100% aware of, or they're scared of. And what your person is wanting to convey to you is that you can connect with them a lot more easier than you think you can. You can feel them. You know that they are around. And sometimes I'm seeing a man just kiss a woman on the cheek. Could be a child too. I'm also seeing that scenario. You feel it. There is a small part of you that kind of brushes your face, right? And you're like, what was that? Or was that a piece of hair? No, that was this person giving you a kiss at night. And because you are a sensitive person to their energy and to energies around you, you are able to sense it and feel it and register it as touch. And because you can't see them, because they're in a different dimension, right? You think it's a hair, or, you know, you brushed up against a pillowcase. This is not the case. This is them. So when you feel that on your cheek or your forehead, they are saying, good night, I love you always, and I am here. I am here for you. One more card. Commitment. Yes, yes, they are committed to you and your journey. I feel like this could be a husband. Definitely a long-standing relationship of some sort. And they're continuing that in the fifth dimension on the other side. They are dedicated to you and your growth. They are dedicated to helping you move peacefully into your next transition, whether that be in this life, in the 3D, or next transition being into the afterlife. They want you to just release all the emotions that you've been holding back, whether it's alone, in the privacy of your own home, or with a trusted friend or family member who understands exactly what you're going through. I'm gonna move these up here, and I'm gonna pull just a few more cards. And then I'll go into my charms. Yes. Yes, there's something that is holding you back, they're saying. Holding you back from opening up to your best life. And they're helping you also to identify that There's some things that are stealing your sanity, basically, thoughts that are bombarding you and making you feel like you're kind of going a little insane. But they're here to also bring you the sunshine. Here again we have the sunflower that's calling out to me, which is significant either for this person or for you, and that you know this is your personal message from your person on the other side. This is fantastic. And the Queen of Pentacles, this person feels like is a Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus woman. I feel that this person is around you. This person may be the one that's struggling. This could be you also, struggling with happiness, going back and forth between feeling maybe they have dementia. I'm not totally sure what's going on with this female here, but they are very nurturing. They are the Earth Mother. They're very stable. And their energy is very calming. They want you to know, if this is a second person on the other side, I feel like this person is in the 3D. They want you to know that they are self-sufficient, even if it doesn't seem so. This person is significant in your life. And perhaps this is speaking of things that are being stolen, our thoughts, our memories. So this makes me feel like this person may have dementia in this lifetime, suffering with some kind of mental disease. And then when they are aware, they're happy, right? So they just struggle going in and out of lucidity and consciousness and awareness of what's reality and what isn't reality right now. So this person, you may want to comfort at times. Yeah, there's definitely a mental block. I'm feeling that there's a mental block here holding you back, or holding this person back. They could also be a Leo, but the sunflower is very significant. And I'm going to pull some charms here and grab my trusty dice. Woo! It is getting warm in my apartment. I'm telling you what, I closed the windows so that I didn't have to hear the traffic and distract my readings, not only for you guys, but for me. Yes, perhaps this block is a gift, okay? And right now, this block is a gift. Maybe they're struggling with physical ailments too that cause pain. And this blockage helps ease the pain in the physical realm. They don't register it. So this block here, even though it seems like an impedance at times, it's really helping out. This is a maple leaf, I believe. Isn't it beautiful? This talking about, to me, like what brings up for me, and this symbol is the fall, or Canada, perhaps. They are Canadian. They lived in Canada. You guys live in Canada. Or something with the fall, and perhaps the fall was their season, perhaps in the fall it was their birth date, if this helps you identify the person, or perhaps things are going to unfold for you in the fall and they want to let you know that they're with you every step of the way. This is also talking about following your intuition. and that they are leading you to a brighter day. This is the kitty. I have 2 kitties, or maybe even 3 in this bag of charms. And this one is about light. This one is about revealing. And the fact that this one is with the sun here tells me that there's something that's going to happen perhaps in the fall, or, you know, with Canada, a Canadian person. Some truth will come out. It will be revealed. Okay, I'll leave that with you. And this charm speaks of Christmas, so perhaps this person has ties with Christmas. I feel like it is a family member and that they enjoyed Christmas very much. It was one of their favorite holidays, is what I'm hearing. And so you can take this message, do with it what you'd like, and just know that you are being guided. There is nothing to fear. Yep, Virgo. You've got the Virgo energy here. I believe that's Virgo. Yeah, because that's, yep, Virgo. Right here. And maybe even a Scorpio energy. I'm seeing the Scorpio and Cancer here. Oops. Looks like Neptune. And sorry, I haven't committed these to memory. Neptune was right here, and this could be, you might be more aware of the symbols of each planet, but I don't think that's Uranus. Could be Jupiter. That's what I'm feeling. It might be Jupiter. Jupiter and Neptune. They're interacting right now. And with Neptune, and especially with it being next to the 7 of Swords, making me feel like lies are being revealed, Jupiter will expand that and make it known here. One. So this could be within the month of January, within this month, by the end of this month, or it could be within a year, or it could be within 1 month, so by February. But it's also linked to the fall as well. So I'm just asking Spirit what that means. This person may have been born on the 1st of the month within the fall, which is beginning, I believe, in September, October, November. Okay? I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I thank your person for being here to give you your message. Thank you for being here and entrusting me to give you the messages you needed from your person on the other side. I'm sending you lots of love and many blessings. If you would like a personal reading with me, I have put that link down below to where you can schedule your personal reading with me. I love you so very much. So does your person on the other side. Take care. Hello, my loves and lovers. If you picked pile number 2, King of Pentacles and the Golden Nugget, then this is a message from your person on the other side. We're gonna go ahead and get started. This is the King of Pentacles, which talks about a person who is a leader, who is someone who is a business person, male or female. They were the hierarchy of the family. They were on top. They could also be an earth sign, Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus, okay? And I'm just shuffling to bring in more of the message here with these tarot cards. And this is the Riderwaite deck that I have. Yes, the Queen of Pentacles. This showed up in pile number 1, so you may have a link with pile 1. I feel like these two are soulmates. So this is someone who is a soulmate. Could also be a Leo. They were a very strong individual. They were balanced. They were financially secure. This person also liked to speak a lot. They were also very busy. They were very busy individual, and they had a lot of things going on in their life, perhaps before passing, even up to when they were passing. They did not sit down. They had a difficult time sitting down is what Spirit showed me, even though they're sitting down here, and this Queen of Pentacles is sitting down here. They were always up moving is what I feel. Yes, so I'm feeling a mother energy coming in now too. This could be a Taurus female, a Libra, or a Virgo. She's here with this person. Yes. They want you to know it's a double message. Three of you were like the three musketeers. Yes. And I feel like losing this person was like losing a third leg on a table. It just didn't have any more balance. And so I feel like this person and perhaps this person were lost without the king. Feel a little bit lost without the king. Okay, so this is talking about rules. He or she was a rules person. They did not like to rebel against the system. So it makes me feel like it is a very stubborn individual, a stubborn sign like a Taurus or a Capricorn. Virgos can be stubborn, but they're not nearly as stubborn as a Virgo or goodness. I was like, I'm gonna get this right in my head. I'm gonna say this so correct. And I don't say it correctly at all. I do exactly the opposite. Taurus and Capricorns are far more stubborn than a Virgo would be. Virgos are a mutable sign, and so they are able to adjust, but they still like to plan things out, and they like that things are going as planned. Something happened. I mean, perhaps this person left suddenly, and that's why it threw the balance off. Okay, threw a lot of wrenches into the mix here, because I feel that this person was very important in the community. I feel that this person had a high status, had a lot of assets, things of that nature, and losing this person was a bit chaotic for everybody because there weren't established roles. So and I feel like this person may have been older, but it doesn't feel to me like it was anticipated. It was an accidental death, and left a lot of things unmanaged, left a lot of things undone as well. And so I see people just scrambling to pick up the pieces, and the stability now has left. I feel that this person, though, she might be the matriarchy of this family or this situation. She was able to handle the stress. She was able to pick up the pieces and deal with the chaos a lot better. She's more stable. She doesn't worry about anything. She just knows it's going to be taken care of. She just has wisdom and a power, a strength. Oh my goodness. I am a hot mess today, y'all. I mean, I keep dropping things and just the cards go flying everywhere. These messages really want to come out, and they want to come out now in a hurry. This talks about moving forward. So perhaps the company that this person built had to be sold, had to be dismantled in several different ways. There's something with the will here I'm feeling that wasn't clear. See, here's the will here, and everybody's trying to interpret it. So inheritance. Spirit is talking to me about inheritance. The right shall be done. With the Hierophant here, I'm feeling like perhaps a legal situation needs to happen, even though we don't have justice. This is rules and systems and the courts. So I feel like the courts may have to get involved, just because perhaps this person didn't have a will that was clear, or a will that was established before their death, because again, it was probably sudden, unanticipated, and perhaps he had died too earlier than he had anticipated, and it didn't cross his mind. But someone who has that many assets, it's hard to believe that he didn't have a will, he or she didn't have a will set up. I just feel that there might be some drama within the family. A lot of people in the mix trying to get their piece is what I'm hearing. Okay, so whoever's inquiring about a message from this person, they just want to let you know that there's going to be help. If you haven't received the help now, there's someone who is going to take the lead, and someone who is going to make sure that everyone has a fair say in the matter, because this has been your person's hard work, blood, sweat, and tears, okay? And all of this squabbling is absolutely unnecessary, and it misses the point, is what I'm hearing. All of this misses the point, and that is you lost a loved one, and the patriarch of the family I'm just feeling and sensing, guys. Since you lost the patriarch of the family, and there wasn't anything solid set up because this was unexpected, and because this person put everything they got into building their estate, building their company, building their assets, and leaving a legacy for his family, her family, this female wants to ensure that fairness is done, wants to ensure that there is no more fighting, and that his or her legacy is honored. And I don't know if she's upset. I don't think she's upset. She just doesn't like what she is witnessing. Let's see what your person has to say here with the mediumship cards. It is not your fault. So someone here is questioning whether or not it was their fault this person has passed. They're questioning if they had only done X, Y, and Z, this person would still be here. I am getting someone who has passed through suicide. Not everyone's story is going to be of that. This could have been an accident as well, but some of them had made the decision. Perhaps they had lost money, significant amount of money that they worked for, and had decided to take matters into their own hands here. This person really wants you to know it is absolutely 100% not your fault. They would have made this decision regardless of whether or not you had done X, Y, and Z. That's a heavy message. I always give you a good night kiss, yes, and this also came up in the first one, so there might be an additional message in pile 1 for you. This wants you to know that they are with you at night and that they still love you, and they give you a kiss on the cheek or on the forehead at night to let you know that you are well watched over, to let you know that they are on the other side working out their karma. And part of that deal is helping you with your karma and becoming your guide. There is also a pet, maybe a dog or two, that is there with this person. There's the dog here too, guys. So I'm seeing that there is a significant, an absolute significant connection here. Also with the lion. Okay, that reminds me that this person may have been an animal person, had some favorite pets that have passed on the other side, that have welcomed him or her, and have actually facilitated a lot of healing. I'm just seeing like a therapeutic animal, an emotional support animal. My mind is free. So they had a lot of worries on their mind before they passed, and it could have been a loss of money, a significant loss, and they let this really get to them. I feel this is mostly a male energy here, but it could be a female as well. I'm just seeing, I'm taking an overview of what's really happening here, and it just feels very heavy, guys. Heavy, heavy, heavy. There's a lot of energy surrounding it, a lot of chaos that's surrounding it, and a lot of drama. I'm being called to grab my song deck. I created this myself, and these are mostly 80s love songs, but there are a few from the 90s and more modern songs in here that I felt gave a significant message. And let me pick one. I just had the thought to pick it, and I'm gonna go with that thought. What does your person want to communicate to you? Slave to love, can you help me? This person may have had also dependency issues, codependency issues, whether it be with drugs and alcohol, workaholic. I'm feeling more like a workaholic here. Wanting to build and build and build their assets to where it became the envy of everybody. They just feel like they lost sight of what was really important. And again, that message comes up. They were addicted to proving themselves. They were addicted to the material gain and what the material world can offer. And they lost sight of their family. They lost sight of what's truly important, and that is pure, unconditional love and acceptance and spending time with those that you care about most. And what this song says, one of the most important lyrics of this song with the message in it is, how the strong get weak and the rich get poor. I'm a slave to love. So in this sense, what Brian Ferry has written is that people will do things for love because they want that external validation. They will do things for money that are toxic. And so this person really wants to apologize to you, to his family, her, to her family, that they lost sight of what's really important, and that was you and their loved ones, and that this person was looking for validation in all the wrong places, looking for short-term pleasure and instant gratification, and for that, it cost them their life because they took it to the next level. They constantly pushed the edge, is what I'm sensing and feeling now. And what they showed the world was massive amount of wealth, massive amount of assets, vehicles, homes, having all these material things, but they were empty on the inside. Not necessarily saying they didn't have a personality or that their personality wasn't valid or that they weren't good people, but that they didn't fill that void with love. They did not fill that void with anything that would give them peace and happiness that they have now that they're on the other side. But they had a lot of worries. They had a lot of things they had to do in this life because they put too much pressure on themselves. And when they lost what they lost, either through accident or, life circumstances, they weren't able to see a way out. And they didn't have enough love for themselves or felt like they had enough support to carry on because all they knew, their whole identity was in these material things. They wanted acknowledgement. They wanted to be put up on a pedestal because look at what I've accomplished. And let me tell you, they were a slave to it. And because they didn't cultivate the inner love aspect, they were convinced that the only way out was to take their own life. For some. Others, they lost their life accidentally. And they also just want to apologize for not being there to be with the family, to share their life and their love because they lost sight of what was important. And they regret that 100% because they allowed other things to take space in their mind that didn't matter in the long run. What mattered was the family. What mattered was the love and being with loved ones and those that were loyal. Because I feel like there's a lot of disloyalty and people perhaps around this person who were fair weather friends when times were good. They were really good and they were best buddies and yes men, okay? But when things went sour, everyone just left. So I'm going to pull out my charms. I feel that the message has come through with the wonderful cards that I have. And these charms are, I just love them. They deepen the message, and they're cute too. So, okay. What this is telling me is that this person still had dreams and aspirations that they did not get to accomplish. And even though their mind is free from the material third dimension, they are still co-creating. They're still creating things on the other side. And perhaps they are giving those ideas to you to carry forward if you want, if you should run with them. If someone is taking over the business, if there is a business to continue. And this one is another animal card, another pet card here. So this is speaking about showing their ass. Basically, just being selfish and like, haha, I'm gonna do whatever I want to because I don't care. I'm gonna walk when I want to walk. I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and you can watch me walk. That's what that card, that charm is telling me. Then we've got the swan. This is talking about having grace and acceptance, and also just feeling alone, right? The feeling like I'm the swan, I'm the unique one, and at the same time I have all of these gifts, all of these assets, and feeling alone. Perhaps before they had passed, they were feeling intense loneliness because everyone had left. And then here, yeah, you got another kitty cat. So there is an animal, or more than one animal on the other side that welcomed this person. And they're letting their presence be very known. They're also asking you to follow your intuition, as things will be revealed, and that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Right here. But also have the strength to say no when you need to say no, and knowing your limits. Knowing when you're becoming someone that is far from who you truly are. And to remember to cultivate the inner, because if you do not, you are susceptible to things of this world that are not your friends, that will only tell you what you want to hear, but not really give you what they say. They're not loyal. These pets were loyal. Perhaps those in the family who were loyal have the most right now, and those who have not been loyal, they might have to just take a walk. You see my ass? Yeah, you see it? You see my ass? Yeah, you can keep walking. That's what this energy is saying. Okay? I'm losing my voice too. I'm trying to suck on some cough drops to help with the loss of voice, but I find that when I'm channeling, I talk maybe at a different level, because I talk all the time. I talk for 8 hours a day at my full-time position, so I don't understand how I'm losing my voice now, but such is life. I'm going to throw these little dice here, and then that should complete your message from your person. Oh, this is wonderful. Okay. This is Neptune. Again, this came up in the first reading. You have many ties with the first reading, so perhaps there is a message there for you as well. This is talking about lies and deception and uprooting here with the Tower. It's talking about how there's a secret that possibly came out that really created so much drama. Just so much drama. And it's influencing the reading all over the place. It's influencing your life. It influenced your person's life. It is time to now move forward. It's time to forgive, let go, and move forward free. Move forward away from the old and start new, start fresh. Then we've got Gemini. Perhaps this person is tied with a Gemini. It could also, this unfolding, letting go could also happen in the month of Gemini, which is, I believe, end of May. Yeah, end of May, beginning of June, with a Gemini person. And I just got another message. Perhaps a person who is two-faced. Please watch out for that person who is two-faced. Will say what, show you their butt, okay? Show you their ass. And 2, perhaps this person was born on the second day of the month. Perhaps this, this secret or what will be revealed will be in 2 months or in February. Let's see, what else am I receiving from the number 2? 2 years. Perhaps this person has been passed for 2 years. So, if this sounds like your person, thank you so much for entrusting me to provide you a message from your person on the other side. I'm sending you lots of love and many blessings. And if you would like a personal reading, you can find that link down below. I love you. Take care. Hello, my loves and lovers. If you picked pile number 3, the Sun with the Quartz, then this is your message from your person on the other side. So let's get started here. And I have a cough drop in just to help my voice. I'm losing my voice for some reason. Truth. All right, so this person was a very honest person. And they lived in their authenticity. At least they tried to live in their authenticity. Truth was very important to them. They also wanted to be able to look in the mirror at themselves and like what they see. So this is very interesting that this is coming out. First card out is Truth. So let's see what this has to say. Let's continue. Courage. This person was a very courageous person. Maybe they enjoyed life to the fullest. They may have been a dancer, singer, or an entertainer. They may have also been a storyteller, is what I'm sensing and feeling. And I feel like this person may have enjoyed plants, beauty, roses I'm getting. They really like the color burgundy. That's what I'm also receiving as well. They enjoyed being outdoors and in the sun as well. So this person really was a passionate person about life. I love this energy, you guys. I love people like this where, they make lemonade out of lemons and they go for it and they make every moment count, So, yes, I love it. This person is very talkative to me. I have a hard time hearing whole sentences when I'm speaking to people on the other side, but they're very talkative, and they want to tell me so many stories. They're proud of their family. Wow. Storm fields. Interesting. So perhaps this person died in an accident. What does this mean, Spirit? And also, this person, what are you saying to me? They may have lived on a farm. That's what I'm receiving mostly here, is that they lived isolated on a farm towards the end of their life. And I feel like there's some things that need to be cleared up with the home and with the land that they may have been in when they passed. I feel like they passed in a home, and with the tornado here, it's just reminding, like, just, you know, it's just kind of reminding me of an accident that may have occurred, something where, you know, they were stuck. Perhaps you lost them in a hurricane or a tornado, but they were in their home when they had passed. That's what I'm receiving very clearly here. Follow the leader. My goodness, this person really enjoys nature and what nature can offer. Wow, I love them. This energy is so fantastic, but they loved life. They weren't one to complain incessantly about things, even when their house was in disorder. They were, yeah, that's a mess, we'll pick it up later, honey. You know, that's what I'm seeing and feeling, is that they were pretty laissez-faire about things that weren't necessarily a big deal, right? They just allowed you to feel welcome in their presence. They had a lust for life that was contagious. Let's see what we have for the mediumship cards and what they're trying to say. Maybe this person always kept a clean house too, but if it got dirty, it wasn't a big deal, right? I'm sorry, please forgive me. That's what they want to say here, is I'm sorry, please forgive me. Perhaps there was something, perhaps you had a falling out before they had passed, and that's why they were alone when they passed. Maybe you were asking for forgiveness, and they're saying you are forgiven. None of this was your fault. I have no more earthly worries. It's talking about, again, the nature, following the course of nature. Here we go again. This has a tie to message number 2. So pile number 2 has a very similar message. Currently, and this has come out with every reading so far today, and this is talking about how they have really never left your energy. They're just in a different dimension, and they always tuck you in at night. They're with you. You can feel them at night, and when you feel some tickling on your face, your forehead, know that it is them giving you a kiss goodnight. You are very precious to them, and they watch over you. They have become a guardian angel of yours. Life is a series of choices. Choose love. And yes, that's what they want to remind us, is that we need to love life, and they want you to love life as well. And forget about your worries, because they are taken care of. 100% taken care of. Day in, day out. Everything you possibly need will be provided to you. So there is absolutely no need to try and think your way through things. Prepare for the worst. That's what I'm receiving with this now. Preparing for the worst scenario. And you know, I don't feel like that's necessary at all, because no matter how much you prepare, this is what your person's saying, no matter how much you are prepared, when it's your time, it's your time. Always choose love, always choose happiness, enjoy life to the fullest, because you never know. You never know. I send you loving signs through nature. If you see a butterfly, right? If you see a butterfly, this is a symbol to you that you are well watched after, that you are on the right path, and that things are going to change and that they will be with you every step of the way. I'm gonna get some of the Riderwaite tarot out right now. Oh, these dang cards. They like to really mess with me today. I don't know what it is, but cards go flying. I have to run after them, pick them up off the floor. The Lovers. So there's connections in all three of these readings. And this was the first reading, the Lovers. It's talking about a Gemini, or someone who was your counterpart in this life, a partnership, a harmonious partnership, a life partnership. And they just want you to know that you were very important to them, extremely important to them, and they will never leave your side. These both came out at the same time. So this is talking about an addiction, also talking about not loving oneself enough, or always emotionally unavailable because they don't know how to offer love, let alone take it in. And it's because of this. There was some trauma that may have happened early on in their lifetime. And that's interesting, the light and dark side. Got more cards falling on the floor. Having too many things going on, creating confusion, not listening to the guidance, not slowing down. So it's this constant back and forth between the devil or the angel on the shoulder. Which one should I listen to? So this is really talking to me about addiction and struggling with some form of addiction or obsession that often kept them numb and away from their best life. But what's interesting is that they loved life. So why is this coming up, Spirit? Someone who loved life. Is this a different message, a different person? This person lost sight of their true nature. That's what I'm sensing now. 100% of who they really were. They lost sight of who they were, probably because of drugs and alcohol or addictions that took them away from what they truly are, who they truly are, and what they truly wanted in life. And they could no longer look at themselves in the mirror. And at their core, they were a person who loved life. And they were seduced. They were seduced by a darker side. Did this darker side take them out? Did this darker side take their life? Can you tell me, Spirit? I'm sensing so. This could also be, speaking of a third party, someone in the mix. Oh boy. So something happened as a detour and took them off their path. The path that they were on in their youth was one of lots of dreams, and they may have been an actor, an actress, singer, songwriter, entertainer of some sort, and they truly loved life. And maybe someone along the way introduced them to drugs and alcohol, or it was a relationship that they were very obsessed with and they had outside of their marriage. Whatever it was that lured them into living life on the wrong side of the tracks, dealing with people who didn't have their best interest at heart, and found themselves doing exactly the opposite of who they truly were on the inside. Some may have taken their own life. Some may have lost their life through an accident, drug overdose. Some may have been murdered in a quarrel. Okay? And that is so heartbreaking to see. And it's all over the cards here. A jealous lover, perhaps. Whatever it may be, I feel like they do regret it. They regret it because they were lured in. They did not love themselves, and they were, oh my gosh. Was this a mask, guys? I'm not 100% sure why someone who loved life and so beautiful and so full of the wonderful things of life could even be lured into this kind of life. Promises that were ill-intentioned, that were disguised. That was perhaps a facade. But you know what? Their energy was still magnetic. 100% magnetic. And that's also what drew some negative energy their way, because the dark always wants to tear down the light. And suddenly, before you know it, they're doing things, saying things, they're outside of their nature to get their addiction met, their obsession met. And lots of lies and cover-ups and things that are completely toxic because they have continued to snowball into a life that was not meant for them. Okay, I'm hearing romance cards. Let's pull those over. Let's play those. So there were some friends. Yep, it could have been a jealous lover that I don't like hearing this message, you guys. You know, but this stuff happens. This is the nature of the world, the 3D world that we live in, where we encounter dark energy and we encounter the wrong people and the wrong situations because they took advantage of our vulnerabilities, or because we weren't taught how to love ourselves and to say no to things that aren't good for us. There could have been a jealous lover that took this person away from you, and if that is the case, I am 100% sorry. That is not something that I wish upon anyone, and for the family, it's extremely difficult. Same as suicide. It's just, it's a ripple effect across all timelines when these things happen. And the dark side knows that 100%. So what the spirit, what this person wants you to know is to pray for their safe return to spirit. I feel like this person may, yeah, there we go, drugs and alcohol, or third-party situations or toxic relationship situations. This person really wants you to pray for them and to help them cross over. And for those who have not crossed over and are listening to pile number 3 and you're wondering if this person has crossed over, I want you to think about this person now. Imagine a white light from the heavens, a portal opening up to wherever they are. Just see it in your mind as if you're having a daydream. And ask them in your mind using telepathy, because they can hear you with telepathy. Ask them to move into the light. Ask them to cross over, as it is not your fault. They will be welcomed by loving family members, loving beings in the spirit, and they will be healed. Healed. This person put up quite the show. I'm going to tell you right now, because their energy said to me, I am this confident, beautiful person who had so many things going for me. And then when the story developed, it was kind of like, oh, this took a turn. And they hid a little bit behind all of that. They didn't want people to know their problems. They didn't want people to think that they had a problem. And they may have hid their drugs and alcohol or their addictions really well. Really well. And for that, they are so sorry. They should have reached out for help, and they did not. They did not reach out for help because of their pride. Actually, I'm gonna put that back over here because shouldn't have moved the cards quite yet. They were too prideful that they had some work that needed to be done. And talking about the laissez-faire from earlier, I'm just now returning to that, is that at some point they knew things were getting bad, and they just brushed it off. You know, they could not, for the life of them, look at their problems and really see the truth. They didn't want to. Wanting to look at themselves in the mirror and see and like what they saw. And farther down, they went into this dark abyss. All I can say was a dark abyss, and this storm. They got caught up in it. That's all I'm hearing is I got caught up in it, and before I knew it, I could not look at myself in the mirror. I thought I was this honest, truthful person, and I was not. I was not. This charm is talking about how, yeah, it's about novelty. And to me, it's also about just looking pretty. But there are things that aren't as they seem. There's just things that aren't what they truly look like on the inside. Got that one from reading too. Showing, and it's right by the cat. Perhaps this person enjoyed cats. They had a cat. Surrounded by cats in their home. Maybe they had a lot of maybe they rescued animals. I'm not sure, but I'm just seeing I'm seeing a lot of animals. And this is also a gift. So their gift to you is letting you know that they are there with you. And this is talking about showing their ass and walking out. This is also talking about listening to your intuition. And it was ignored in this situation. They want you to heed their advice to you. And if you are struggling with drugs and alcohol or addictions or toxicity, abusive relationships, anything that is harmful to your body or to someone else, I ask that you pray for that obsession, that addiction, that abusive relationship to leave, that you are shown the light, and that you are free, 100% free to be who you truly are. Because this person did not get that chance. This person succumbed to the dark side and they are swept up in it, and they don't want you to be swept up in it. There's still hope for you. There's still hope for change and for you to have a better life. This is their gift to you, the truth. The 100% truth is that not all was what it seemed to be. And again, we got that one. Oh, there's so many links between pile 1, 2, and 3 here. If you feel like you need to listen to all 3 piles, I highly suggest it here. And it did tell quite a story, even though there were 3 different stories here. They have very similar themes. And I know I'm speaking to a lot of people here on YouTube. And I know you'll find your message from your person somewhere in these 3 decks or these 3 piles. And I'm just sending you all lots of light and love to help you cope and heal from this situation, as it feels like a very trusted friend, family member. Perhaps this person lost their life in a field. I'm just seeing someone laying there lifeless, and boy, they really enjoyed the outdoors though, but that's where they left the earth plane as well. Is this a 6 or a 9? I think it's a 9. Okay, so 9. This could be that they have a birthday in September or born on the 9th of a certain month. You could also get a gift or some awareness by September. What else is with the number 9? That's also talking about letting go and releasing. Is this Saturn? I think this is Saturn here with looks like a number 4. And that's talking about working, it's talking about karma, it's talking about not letting the hard times get to you and pushing through. It's talking about the best is yet to come, and that even though it might seem hard now, might seem difficult now, just keep going, just keep walking. Because Saturn will pay out, Saturn will give you his gifts once the work has been completed. And then we have Taurus. This person could be a Taurus. This could also happen in the month of Taurus, or they have ties with a Taurus person. That's also, let's see, May and April. So something could happen in those months, that time frame for you, is what I sense from this reading and from the dice here. It's also talking about staying the course and to diligently continue diligently do your work. And sometimes with Taurus, we get a very stubborn energy that does not want to move, and it will take a storm to come in and blow up your whole life. Blow up your whole life. And if you, again, are struggling with drugs and alcohol, I suggest that you speak to someone within Alcoholics Anonymous or check in with someone who can help you get clean and sober. If this is your wake-up call, please take it as such. I'm sending you lots of love and light. If you would like a reading with me to further this message, I will leave that link down below. I love you, and take care.